YouTube sets you up to fail. Okay, there are default settings on your YouTube studio right now that are killing your reach, and you probably don't even know that they actually exist. Okay, this video is going to help you find them and fix them. It is going to expose all of them and get you on the right track. So if this is something that you will be interested in, let's get in with it. The first setting that I'm going to be pointing out is made for kids. Okay, now when we talk about made for kids video, now one would think that maybe their content is appropriate enough for a child to watch them, right? I mean, if your content is appropriate enough, you don't have any, any words or maybe visual art of that a kid is not supposed to watch or listen to, one would say, okay, that their content is appropriate enough for a child to watch, right? And then while uploading your video on YouTube, you go ahead and click yes, this video is made for kids. Okay, now let me explain this very well for you. When we are talking about a video that is made for kids, we are talking about the color, the song, the chapters in the video. Do they contain nursery rhymes and cocoa melon sound, cartoon sounds and all of that? If your video contains all of this, then you can go ahead to click on yes, it is made for kids. Okay, but if your video does not contain all of these things that I have mentioned now, but you think it is appropriate for a kid to watch it, that shouldn't make you click on yes, that your video is meant for kids, when in actual sense it is not meant for kids, but a kid can actually watch it. Now let me explain this more further. You make a video and you click that it is made for a kid. Let me tell you what YouTube is going to do. YouTube is going to automatically what is it called, disable comments on that video. Okay, and now it is going to push that video to the feed of less than 13-year-old channels. Okay, now your video will be shown to only less than 13-year-old. If that is not your aim, do not click on yes, your video is made for kids. Click on no. A kid can actually also find your video and watch them, but that will not make YouTube to now push your video down to that age range, right? Another setting I think that kills your views, and your subscribers keeps dropping and doesn't move again, is your home page. Okay, how is it? Your home page is more like your storefront. Anybody that visits your channel for the first time, what they are going to be seeing first is your home page. Now, a lot of small creators, they tend to create a playlist, an abandoned playlist, and pin it on their home page. An abandoned playlist that you created like 5 to 6 years ago, and for some reason there is nothing in the playlist, and then you pin it on your YouTube homepage. I mean, for someone that hasn't subscribed to your channel to walk in on your channel, which is your store, and the first thing that is gracing their presence, or the first thing they see on your channel, is an abandoned playlist, what do you think that they will think of your channel? Or probably you are into a long form video creator, right? And then you have a wall lineup of 30-second clips of shorts on your channel. What are they doing there? Or probably the first thing that a an intending subscriber is going to be seeing on your channel is one of your viral videos. Some of you pin your viral videos on your homepage, and you know viral videos are videos that are like 6 months ago, 1 year ago, even 2 to 3 years ago. So are you trying to give a new intending subscriber the impression of that you haven't worked on your page for the past how many years before after the viral video, that you haven't uploaded anything on your channel since then? So what I want you to do now is to go to your settings and put your home page together. Okay, let people that visit your page, your profile, your channel, okay, let them, what is going to grace them is your most recent video. Now if it is only good to upload pin your shorts, your 30-second clips shorts on your homepage if you are a short form creator, okay, don't get me wrong, it is not wrong for you to pin your short clips on your homepage, okay, that is if you are a short form creator. But if you are a long form creator, please know that sometime in your YouTube journey that someone will bump into your long form video and decides to visit your channel, and surprisingly what they are going to be seeing is a clip of 30-second shorts on your homepage. Okay, that would be like going from one channel to another. It doesn't rhyme. Okay, it doesn't rhyme at all. Try to fix that. Another thing I want to point out is you know, when you want to upload your video, or rather click on any of your video, click on edit on any of your video and scroll down. You will see where an option, a box that is left for you to take good or leave it like that, that says upload to subscriber feed, publish and notify subscriber. I think that's how it is stated. Okay, now when you tick on that box, okay, it means that the first people that YouTube is going to be showing your video, that particular video I want to upload, that the first people that is going to be showing it to are your subscribers. Okay, now it is good to tick it good if you have loyal subscribers, people that cannot wait to grace anything you upload on YouTube. It is very, very important that you take it. But as a growing channel that you gathered your subscribers from shorts, from live stream and every other thing, it is safe for you to untick it. Leave the box like that, don't tick anything on it. Okay, let YouTube use its hand, let the algorithm find the audience of that particular video itself. Because if you tick it and you don't have loyal subscribers, this is what is going to happen. Now the first, you know, when you upload your video on YouTube, maybe depending on how big or small your subscribers are, YouTube is going to take that video and sample it to a good number of people. Okay, if it's supposed to sample it to 700 people, it is going to first of all sample it to 50 people. And then from the reaction and the action of those 50 people, they will now decide to, okay, this video is good, let us show it to more people. That is how the algorithm works. Now if you don't have loyal subscriber and you went ahead to tick on the good, let the video be first of all publish and notify your subscribers, and then your subscribers did not watch the video. You already know what that is going to mean for the video. Algorithm is going to dump it somewhere and say, oh no, nobody is going to like this video, nobody is going to watch, because the first 50 people that it showed it to did not click, they did not like the video. Okay, but if you have loyal subscribers and you take it good, Now, when the algorithm chooses the first 50 people and they stayed up to more than 14 seconds in the video, the algorithm will say, okay, it's like people are going to enjoy this video, because what YouTube is interested in is as in keeping their audience in the platform. You know, there are other social media platforms that anybody can visit and enjoy their time. Okay, now YouTube is trying its best to make sure that everybody that comes into YouTube stays on YouTube and enjoys their time on YouTube. That is what they are fighting. So if you as a creator can be able to create something convenient, something interesting, something entertaining, something educating that can keep someone for 15 seconds under your particular video, YouTube will now say, okay, it's like more people are going to like this video. They will now push it to first 200 people. Then they now check and balance. If the video goes well, they will now push it to more 500 people. If the video goes well, they will now take it to the 700 people they want to show it. And that is how your videos peak. Okay, now another point I want to clear is your settings. Okay, now when you want to upload a video, okay, as a small creator, I know there are some times that you think that, okay, you can never make this mistake of uploading a video by accident on YouTube. Yes, I know that, maybe probably because you do all of your editings out of YouTube. Okay, so before you click that upload button, upload icon, you already know that your video is set. Very good and fine. Then what about your thumbnails? How about your description? How about your title, your tags? Are they in the right order? Are they in place? Are you sure that they are going to make it, as in they are going to help you push the video to the right audience? Okay, that is where this setting I want to talk about now comes in. Okay, your upload default setting. Go to your setting, go to upload default, scroll down, you are going to see publish. Whether you are to publish any video that you upload on YouTube, is it going to go out on the public immediately you click on that confirm, or is it going to stay on private or scheduled or unlisted? Okay, I would advise, if you are not a type of content creator that used to schedule their content, I would advise you keep your own on private or on unlisted. Okay, so that once you are done uploading your video and you click on that publish, it is going to move straight into the private, which you have selected in your default settings, or unlisted, right? You can now calm down and cross check or do your A/B testing on your thumbnails, your title, your description. Keep your tags in place and all of that, and your hashtags. Okay, you have the second chance to re-edit that video and make sure that you re-evaluate them and they are 100% in order before you now click or you now change it to public. Okay, this setting is going to save you from yourself. Okay, it is typically going to save you from yourself. Okay, so another thing I want to talk about is there are inappropriate comments that YouTubers usually go off and drop on someone else's content. Okay, before you could even finish uploading a video, you start seeing comments like, small YouTubers gather here, someday we are going to make it, and all that. You would think that, oh, they are trying to encourage each other and all that. No, they are engagement farming. They are trying to divert the attention of your own audience to their own personal channel. Okay, the person that actually dropped this comment probably haven't even watched your video, and before you know it, that particular comment has already started getting more than 50 likes and 20 replies, and even more. It goes high up to 200 replies and over 200 likes. Okay, now if you don't want such comments on your video, you can go over to your setting and go over to block words and choose the word that you constantly see them use. Keep it on those and type it in on the block words, and you will never ever see them on your content. So if you are watching this video to this point, I want you to remember to subscribe. Please subscribe on my YouTube channel. I share my realistic personal YouTube growth experience on this YouTube channel. Okay, do not forget to subscribe, like the video, drop a comment, and you can share if you want. Okay, I drop videos almost every week, so do well to always tune in, as I'm going to be bringing you more new updates and monetization updates, and how to catch up with the algorithm and build your channel to monetization and even monetize. Okay, with that being said, I love you so much for staying this long, and see you on my next video. Bye.